Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Common English Mistakes. Don't just learn, improve. So today we're going to cover the difference between most and most of. This is a very common error, but should be quite easy to fix. So anyway, the mistake is up here. Most of the people like pizza. So just pause the video and try to correct the sentence. And well done if you said most people like pizza. So here we're using most plus the noun to talk about the majority of people or of something. So just think, is this a large number or a small number of people? And of course here, most people liking pizza, this is a large number. So we're going to use most plus noun to talk about a large number or large amount. Same works for uncountable. Most cheese is delicious. Whereas for a small amount or a small number, we're going to use most of. And usually this is most of the. For example, most of the students in the class passed the exam. However, we can use most plus noun to talk about a small number or small group. Most students in the class passed the exam. Means the same thing. So it's most of the to talk about a small group, not a large group, but you can also use most of with a pronoun. For example, most of my family are tall. And when we use most with a pronoun, doesn't matter large group or small group, we're always going to say most of. So for example, most of us, humans, watch TV. And then with time, we've got two phrases. Most of the time and most times. Most of the time we use to mean either the majority of the time. So most of the time I'm at work. Or usually, as in the number of occasions. So, my team wins most of the time. Make sure it's singular and not times. Whereas most times just means usually, the number of occasions. So just pause the video and think, which sentence can we use most times with? And well done if you said my team wins most times. What I would say here is, I wouldn't bother using this phrase. Most of the time works in any situation, and it's much more common, I would say much more natural. And just one mistake to watch out for. I think because you learn most with superlatives, like the most expensive, the most important, people are used to saying the with most. So just make sure you don't make this mistake saying the most people like pizza. If it's the majority, no article. Most people like pizza. And then the same rules apply to some. So for example, some people like sport, some don't. Large group. Smaller group, some of the people in the meeting were satisfied, some of them weren't. And again, for the first one, we could just say some people in the meeting were satisfied. Works the same way. There are others, probably, where the rule applies, but to be honest, people don't make mistakes with it, so there's no need to cover it. But watch out for some. So explanation over. Main thing you need to watch out for is using most of, some of, with a large number or a large amount. This is where I hear most mistakes. Also, just look out for saying most of the times, plural. Make sure it's most of the time, singular, in that phrase. So once again, if you're finding this video useful, interesting, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and help this channel grow. Be much appreciated, guys. So when you're ready, let's practice and improve. Just pause the video and put one of the structures from today's lesson into these sentences, and where possible, use some of or most of to practice when to use them. And well done if you said most people in my country are quite reserved, a bit shy. Most dogs are lovely, but some dogs can be a bit aggressive. Most of my friends use Instagram, small group and with a pronoun. And then most of the time, I'm quite tired on a Friday evening. Most cars have air conditioning, AC nowadays. And some of the food I eat is unhealthy, but most of it is healthy. So now just pause the video and write, say, or discuss the same sentences for you. And finally, today's question, what do most people in your city do at the weekend? So do write your answers in the comments, guys. A good chance to practice. So that's basically it for today. This one I hear quite a lot, and also in the real world. Hear this one a lot in television interviews. So do make sure you know the difference, and you're going to sound a lot more natural. Other than that, I'll see you in a couple of days for Phrasal Verb Friday. So until then, see ya.